We are headed for a campsite in...
Ladies and gentlemen, the Traveling Wildberries. The Mactaquac Provincial Park.
We must have passed 4 dozen churches on our path here. We got pictures of some of them, but let me tell you, there was quite a few.
We made a pit stop in Oromocto where we stumbled upon yet another gathering of old car enthusiasts. We stopped to look around and have lunch.
When we got to the campground, we settled the RV into its spot and then went for a nice long bike ride. We ended up at the camp community building at the far end of the park, which had a ping pong table and an air hockey game, and some other games as well. So we decided to indulge.
Yeah, and unlike backgammon, I didn't whoop his butt. He whooped mine for a change.
Whoa.
Oh well, can't be perfect at everything.
That's right, don't you forget it. After I whipped her butt at ping pong, we continued on the bike ride to the beachfront to have a look around there. A very nice park.
We then headed back to the campsite to get ready to put the steak on the barbecue and steam up those clams for our surf and turf dinner.
We had a bit of time to sit around, so I decided to fly the drone.
Later in the evening, we sat by the fire. It would seem that the people with long-term spots at this park are really into decorating with lights at night. There were displays of every kind in just about every direction you looked. It was kind of neat.
In the morning, we had our fruit salad breakfast, then headed out to continue on our journey.
On our way out toward the highway, we had to go past the Mactaquac Dam. The Mactaquac Dam is an embankment dam used to generate hydroelectricity in Mactaquac, New Brunswick. It dams the water of the St. John River and is operated by New Brunswick Power with a capacity to generate 670 megawatts of electricity from 6 turbines. This represents 20% of New Brunswick's power demand.
We decided to stop to have a look and fly the drone at the dam, and what an interesting sight it is.
Our next stop was at a truck stop at Fredericton, where we encountered yet another moose statue.
We had dinner at the food court, which included Wendy's and KFC. So, Kat had her typical Wendy's while I had my usual KFC.
We eat so well.
Yes.
We sat around there for a bit after we ate, then made a stop at the Tim Hortons for a coffee. More healthy food. We decided to hang out at the truck stop for tonight's overnight, and then find a place to hang out during the day tomorrow.
I scouted this spot on the St. John River not too far from where we hung out last time we came through here. That turned out to be a great, secluded little spot past the tracks and right down by the water.
We spent the night there, even managed to sit by a small fire. Kids pulled in later in the evening and parked at the other end of the field. They had a huge fire going on for a while and partied themselves to sleep.
The next day, we just hung out and relaxed by the water for most of the day. In the afternoon, just before supper, these 3 hikers came by. We chatted for a bit with them and found out that they had been on an adventure and are now headed back to Montreal.
They walked across the water in order to have their supper by a fire on the island.
I got some more drone footage of them and the train that came by a little later.
We packed up and drove over to the park, which we had visited on the way through here at the start of the trip. We played some backgammon at the picnic table, then we moved a little further up so we could barbecue our burgers for supper.
It started to get cloudy and it was getting kind of late, so we decided to hunker down at the local Walmart hotel for tonight.
Tomorrow it's back on the road, and where we stop, nobody knows.
That's right, so come on back to find out. Ciao for now.